read off a list of activities. I'm going to call them activities, actions of Tyre Nichols when you came up upon Justin and Tadarius trying to get him in handcuffs. Was Tyre attempting to pull away? Yes or no?
Yes.
Was he attempting to push away? No, it's creating distance between himself and Justin.
No.
Was he clenching his arms and body?
Yes.
If I clench my arms like this, y'all call it, I think you call it turtling. If I clench my arms like this, how many men, I'm just a normal guy, how many cops are going to take to unclench my arms?
It all depends on.
What's your best estimate?
More than one, more than two.
You're a big man, you play football.
Yeah.
If I clench my arms like this and I'm 63 years old, are you going to get my hands behind my back?
By myself.
By yourself, no. So Tyre was clenching his arms, flailing his legs around, and he was blading. You know what blading is, don't you?
No, what's bleeding?
Man, you just don't make me know. Blading is when, instead of laying flat on your back or flat on your tummy, you're on your hip.
Okay.
Blading. You were trained at it at MPD, weren't you? Blading?
I can't recall that.
Okay. But if they're not on their belly or they're not on their back, they're dangerous, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because they've got a free hand and a free waistband. Is that right?
Right.
And by having a free hand and a free waistband, he'd be one of those 90% with a weapon, right?
Right.
Wow. This cross-examination has been overwhelming.
Possibly.
If Justin had let go of him, he would have. Well, strike that. That's all for speculation. But he couldn't let go of that handcuff, could he?
Right.
Even if Tyre Nichols wanted to run away, Justin could not let go of that handcuff because if he did, what? It's a weapon, right?
Yes.
Was Tyre refusing to comply with all commands?
Yes.
We already talked about the pepper spray being ineffective. We've already talked about the baton strikes being ineffective. And you told me and you told the FBI one time that Tyre Nichols had gotten that one arm free from Justin with that handcuff. Your exact words were, it was going to be real bad. You remember telling them that? It could be real bad.
I remember saying, but
It's coming today.
handcuff on the wrist, yeah, pretty bad.
Bad.
I just need you to take your voice up.
I said it can be bad if a person, suspect, has one handcuff on their wrist, because they can use that one handcuff and attack the officers, which has happened in the past.
Connor Schilling, a few others, right?
I don't know their names, but
And they also attack pedestrian, civilian, whatever, right? With that handcuff.
if they want to.
Hey, Shelly Shell.
Believe it or not, I'm actually trying to say this and still do a good job with my line, okay? So instead of playing the video, I'm just going to ask you some things about what I saw in the video. And you tell me if you can recall it, okay? Now, you and Bean were riding together, Bean's in the passenger seat, and you were going down Ross Road, and as you're going down Ross Road, you see someone nonchalantly walking through the front yard of someone on Ross Road, is that right?
Yes.
And he was wiping his face with a multicolored jacket of some sort, which matched the description that was put out on the radio. Is that right?
Yes.
You then very calmly performed a U-turn and came back toward him. Is that right?
Yes.
And you and me are talking, saying that's him, right?
Correct.
And so B jumped out of the car and chased him.
Yes.
And you followed behind him, right?
Yes.
Hey, did you happen to hear Justin Smith ask one of the EMTs or paramedics, hey, you have one of those face thingies put on it. Did you happen to hear Justin say that?
I heard him say, bag.
Bag.
I think it was bag.
And when you were first asked the question, I heard your answer, it had something to do with face ID, photo ID, or something. But now that you've thought about your answer, I'm just asking, was Justin asking the paramedics if they had oxygen to put on Tyre?
He said he don't know.
I believe so. He said oxygen was low.
Yeah, okay. All right. I'll tell you, and you tell me if you agree with it or not, whatever. Paramedics got there on the video, okay?
Okay.
Somewhere around the 9-minute mark, the 9 minutes, 30 seconds. I'm just gonna call it 9:30 on the slide bars, okay?
Okay.
And I will tell you, and see if you agree with me, that's 9 minutes, 30 seconds, almost 10-minute mark. That the EMT that was there supposed to be caring for Tyre Nichols didn't go get his oxygen until over 15 minutes later at the 25:02 mark. And he said, I'm gonna go get the bag. Do you recall that? That sound like you?
Yes.
So, and you heard Mr. Hager talking about driving somebody up next to the car, and Mr. Perrick asked you about it. That's called the recovery position, isn't it? When somebody's been pepper sprayed or in a fight, you put them in.
So it's interesting now that he's being cross-examined
But it's a recovery position. so
because he
they're
took a plea.
and they can get trapped.
So it's like his fellow officers, partners,
Tyre over and set him up against the car.
they're against each other. I guess that's how they're looking at it.
Get some hair, get him up on his back.
Mm-mm.
That was Justin saying that, wasn't it?
Yes.
And Dean went over there and helped Justin drag him up next to the car, is that right?
Yes.
And then, for whatever reason, Tyre Nichols kept flopping around while the EMT was standing right there. Tyre kept flopping around, banging his head on the ground. He's doing his legs like this, and Justin came back over again and said, hey man, let's put him back up against the car. And he put him up against the car the second time, didn't he?
Yes, today.
Yeah. The EMT
Smith probably gonna get off.
Yes.
May I speak with defense counsel just a moment? Am I calling?
Mm-mm. Yeah, I missed a lot today because I was at work, but it seems like Justin Smith did the least.
Mr. Nichols was, I guess the word we're gonna use, is flopping around. How many times did you tell those paramedics he got hit in the head?
No, I didn't tell him
And how many times did you hear Justin Smith tell those paramedics he got hit in the
Objection,
head?
Your Honor. This is his witness. He cannot use leading questions. Hold on. Take your objection. Objecting to the leading on his redirect.
And I have an objection. You may or may not have seen it. When you asked the question, Mr. Mills answered it and then was about to qualify that answer, and he moved to the second question. Witness needs to be able to answer the question.
We just make sure that the questions are leading questions, as this is a direct witness, and that you can just make sure you're allowed to give this complete
This is the yes or no question.
All right.
How many times did you hear Justin Smith tell medical personnel he got hit in the head?
I didn't hear anything.
How many times did you hear Darius Dean?
I'm going to object, Your Honor. The leader, when he, number one.
He asking the question.
That's suggesting the answer. Number two, he's suggesting the answer by yes or no questions. The premise is that it's leading. He can say, what did you hear him suggest? to paramedics. If he wants to ask that wide open, he can do that. He cannot do that on redirect, Your Honor. That's totally inappropriate.
As far as the hand gestures, I don't believe that the hand gestures are doing anything other than clarifying the type of question that he's asking as far as it being type of strike. As far as it being a leading question, he's not suggesting an answer, he's asking an amount. So the court's not going to, the court's going to overrule the objection.
May I make my objection? All right. The question on the table is, how many times did, let's just use Justice's name, how many times Justice Smith held EMGs, he's hit the head? My objection is, pursuant to the rules of evidence, assumes facts not in evidence, and that means, that is, there's been no testimony in evidence that Justice Smith ever saw any strikes to the head, so therefore it assumes facts not in evidence.
Your Honor, this is plain irrelevant. We can approach the rest of the arguments that
Ooh. But hey, that's what you pay for your attorneys to do. Fight for you. Don't put my client. Don't be leading nothing. I disagree with the defense intervening argument. He should have intervened. He should have intervened. Trial by combat is illegal. I disagree with the defense intervention argument. I mean, if it's a question about who advised the paramedics of the blows to his head, all of them should have advised him, not just one person. So I don't see a problem with the question. You asked the Mills, well, what about everybody else? Who advised the paramedics that there would have been blows to the head? Ooh. Oh, wow. If you're going to put that burden on me to have mentioned it, everybody should have mentioned it. That's my take. Oh, wow. This is sad, y'all. So, you know, when you've taken a plea and it's been a group of y'all, everybody's attorney got to cross-examine you. Oh, wow. Wow. But, I mean, so far it seems like, to me, Justin did the least, you know. And when he got there, he was more concerned about the health of him. But I may be wrong because I missed a lot today. Very traumatizing. And I do mean very, Shelly Shell. Oh, I would hate to be him. Or any of them. especially the one that was injured and really wasn't even supposed to be at work that day. Oh my God, I know he had Beam. I know he hate the day that he went on into work. But I still do put some blame on the chief. She brought this special team together, mimicking the Red Dogs from Atlanta.
How many times do you hear Justin Smith tell his paramedics he's been impacted today? How many times do you hear today this meeting tell these paramedics he's been impacted today?
None.
How many times do you hear Demetrius Taylor tell the paramedics he's been impacted today?
Well, he won that argument.
How many times did you tell these paramedics he's been impacted today?
None.
You were asked about Tyre whipping y'all's tail, is that right?
I think so, that's what it said.
How many times did you see Tyre push somebody to the ground?
No.
How many times did you see Tyre punch somebody?
None.
How many times did you see Tyre kick somebody?
None.
How many times did you see Tyre get on top of somebody?
None.
So he didn't pose a threat.
You're asked by Mr. Perry and shown a picture from a training and policy manual of the police department, is that right?
Yes.
Having to do with the Baton strike?
Yes.
And was it picture showing like where or how you're supposed to do it?
Yes.
How many pictures and MPD manuals have you seen where two people have somebody on the ground and an officer's soccer kicking them to the head?
None.
How many MPD manuals have you seen where an officer is on either side of the person and there's another officer throwing, quote, haymakers?
None.
How many MPD policy manuals have you seen where there's a picture of an officer watching excessive force happen and just not doing anything?
None.
Is it the right thing to do to try to intervene?
Yes.
You said you shared values with Justin Smith, is that right?
Yes.
Did you violate those shared values, is that right?
By not intervening, I did.
You did. Did the officers out there violate those values that night by not intervening?
Yes.
Is it fair to say there were things that you saw and there were things that you did not see?
Yes.
Thank you, Shirley Shell.
And this wasn't trick either. This was in our cash about this pepper spray.
He's trying to use the police training to neutralize
Pepper spray, you couldn't see
criminality
what was going on.
and ultimately justify trial by combat, which is beating citizens to death, hence denied the right to a trial by jury.
When Mr. Martin kicked Mr. Nichols in the head, where were Justin Smith and Tadare's head?
Right there with Mr. Nichols.
Right there.
Oh,
When Mr. Martin kicked Tyre Nichols the second time
oh, wow.
in the head, Where were Justice Smith and Tyre Nichols?
In the same place with Mr. Nichols.
Right there.
Yes.
When Emmett Martin was throwing haymakers, where was Justice Smith and Tyre Nichols?
With Mr. Nichols, right there.
You testified that that night, again, the theme of you saw some things you did, that you did not see Haley use force on Mr. Nichols. Is that correct?
Correct.
After you saw the videos, did you see Mr. Haley use force on Mr. Nichols?
Yes.
And when did that occur? I'm not asking for a time, I'm asking for a description of when it occurred.
The kick at the end.
The kick
Kick at the end.
to the head?
At the end.
At the end.
Yes.
And would that be after Mr. Haley arrived on the scene,
Yes.
when he runs from his car to the scene?
Yes.
And after Mr. Haley kicks him that time, do you see another use of force by somebody else?
Yes.
Who's that?
Martin.
Did you or any of the officers intervene in any of those uses of force?
No, I didn't see the kicks to the watch video.
You couldn't intervene in Mr. Haley's or Mr. Martin's final case, is that correct?
Correct. I could not.
That's all my questions, Judge.
All right, Rick Ross, Mr. Barry.
Yes, Your Honor.
EMTs were on the scene, right?
Yes.
And you all called EMT, one of you called EMTs to the scene, or emergency personnel, right?
Yes.
Did anybody from the emergency personnel ask you a question about the difficulty of the arrest?
No.
Did,
I didn't talk to anybody on EMT.
did any EMTs try to do their job and you stood in front of them and blocked Mr. Nichols' view or anything like that, or the view of Mr. Nichols from any of the EMTs?
No.
Did you in any way try to wipe any sort of blood or try to straighten out the clothes of Mr. Nichols while he's sitting there and EMTs are standing feet in front of him, just 2 or 3 feet in front of him?
No.
Did you were asked questions about whether or not somebody said how many times he was struck in the face? Did EMTs ask you how many times was he struck?
No.
Did EMTs ask you any questions whatsoever about Mr. Nichols' condition?
Don't recall.
And based off of the video that you've seen earlier, as it related to the medical directives that were going on out there, it only seemed that one person had any sort of input at all with EMT people, right?
Yes.
And according to your ISB, that was the only.
Yeah, if he asked me right, I'll be like, I ain't say that.
Medical stuff.
You said that.
Correct.
And who was that?
Smith.
And Smith is the only person out there that, other than being helping Smith, right?
Yes.
Smith says, let's get him up in the recovery position, correct?
Correct.
And being helped him get into the recovery position, right?
Right.
But neither of them at any point were asked questions from the EMTs about how he looks like he looks.
I can't recall.
Okay? When you were asked this question a few moments ago, and I just want to be clear about not talking about how many blows, etc., was there anything on that scene in that particular night that you can recall that was meant to in any way throw the EMTs off from doing their job?
No.
Mr. Stanton.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Mills, on redirect, you said that Mr. Haley never told fire department personnel about strikes to the head of Tyre Nichols that night, correct?
Correct.
Now, Martin's first separate kick and second kick to the head, you didn't see.
Soccer kick.
You saw-
Ooh,
you didn't see
Lord to the head.
Correct?
Correct.
You couldn't intervene in those because you didn't see them, correct?
Correct.
Haley wasn't present, was he?
No.
So he couldn't have talked to anybody about those blows to Tyre Nichols' head that night, could he?
No, you can't.
Now, Martin punched Tyre Nichols in the head that night several times, correct?
Correct.
You saw some of those punches, correct?
Correct.
And heard what you believe were others, correct?
Correct.
And all of them occurred before Demetrius Haley arrived at Castlegate and Bear Creek, correct?
Correct.
So he couldn't have told any EMTs or paramedics or fire department medical personnel about something he wasn't present for, could he?
Correct.
That's all I have, Your Honor.
Today,
Ooh.
reliability means everything.
Ooh, that was
And Shields
intense, wasn't
on
it?
your side with the Shields.
You're all bewildered, tired, exhausted. Adjusted. It's Darius was engaged with Nichols the entire time. Just like you didn't see the punch or all the punches until you watched the video. Well, keep rating the kicks. Is it possible that Justin didn't see any of that?
Possible.
You didn't, right?
Correct.
You were, video I saw, you're standing right up looking at him tomorrow. And you're standing right up looking at him. And you didn't see some of the punches.
He wasn't pepper sprayed.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else with this witness?
Yes, sir.
All right, so those are all the questions we have for you, sir. You can step down.
Woo. Well, I know he happy.
I think we have put you through enough in this heat. We are going to go ahead and excuse you all for the evening. We are going to go
Okay, so I'm gonna back up a little bit
tomorrow morning and get right back into it. Hopefully, they will have the
if it'll allow me.
for us tomorrow.
But that
When they came back, this to bring us up to speed.
so you can give a picture to the jury about what was going on. After
What happened? Let me see. Ooh, he done got thick. Ooh, he done got plumpy wumpy, ain't he? Ooh, he done got Humpty Dumpty. Excuse me.
Who was that we could hear on the radio?
That was me.
That's you.
Yes.
Okay. And what did you?
I sprayed the third time, and the third time I sprayed myself. And then when I sprayed myself, I backed away from
Baby, is that what it is? Shelly said.
and I was trying to
Baby, he done got Humpty Dumpty set on the wall.
You can't see that. You can't see that.
Dude.
Had you been sprayed directly in the eyes?
Yes. I sprayed myself directly in the eye. And I backed away. I was trying to collect myself. And then at that time, it was Dean Smith and I believe Martin was there now.
Let me interrupt you because we did this with Mr. Bean. We need to do it with everybody. I think you've already identified him, but can you tell me where Mr. Smith is seated in court?
Seat 1.
The record to reflect he's identified Justice.
Yeah, I think he did the least.
And Emmett Martin?
Yes.
So at this point, it is those three. Is Mr. Nichols still on the ground?
Yes. Yes.
And you had sprayed yourself and you're attempting to collect yourself.
Yes. And I heard the officers kept saying, "Give me hands, give me hands," and
Please hit the like button.
I became angry. baton. I pull the baton out and I approach.
I'm talking to you right now in this courtroom. You seem pretty mild-mannered. How angry did you become?
I pull the baton out.
Oh, I think I saw this part.
Couldn't see, and it made me angry.
Okay, what you did?
And then I pull the baton out and I approach Mr. Nichols and I told him, I said I was gonna effing baton you, and I told the officers who were in the way to move. I said move, and then I used the baton on Mr. Nichols 3 times on his right arm, and then I stopped, and
Now, had you been trained in the use of this baton?
yes,
Now, with regard just to the physical way in which you struck Mr. Nichols, just in regard to where you struck Mr. Nichols, was that consistent with your training?
I can't wait till he get a hold of Quet.
As
Woo.
part of your training, were you trained when to use the baton and when not to?
yes,
Are you supposed to use it because you're angry at somebody?
no,
You struck him 3 times where?
on his right arm,
Did he react to that?
no.
Physically, where is he at when you're striking him?
He had, right arm was on the ground and left arm was up, and he kind of was, what, like a knee in the ground, maybe I would say it.
Okay, so sort of half up, half down.
Yes,
Or being Smith still there with him?
I think it was Smith was holding his arm at that time.
Was being still there?
Yeah, he was still in the area.
Now, when you had collected yourself, did you know that Emmett Martin had soccer kicked him to the head?
No,
Did you know that Emmett Martin had kicked him even a second time to the head?
no,
Did you know that when he soccer kicked him both times, that Bean and Smith were there holding him down?
no, I didn't learn the kicks until I watched the video.
And what video are you talking about?
The incident with Mr. Nichols.
I understand the incident, but which video? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, the Sky Cop camera.
Skycap camera. Now, you had a body camera on, is that correct?
Yes,
And some of the others had body cameras on, is that correct? Or do you know?
we are supposed to.
All supposed to.
Yes,
Some did.
I didn't hear that.
Some did. Some did have body cameras on.
Yeah, I think yes.
The Skycop camera is something different, though. Is that right?
Yes.
When did you find out that that Skycop camera was up there on the pole? When did you find out that was there?
When I got back to the office that night.
Mm-mm.
So you didn't know it was there at the time.
No.
They didn't know that they was on camera. Smile.
Tell us about after the 3 baton strikes.
Oh, wow.
After that, I stopped, and then the pepper spray just reactivated itself again. The T-wash shot keeps activating on and off, and I was just standing there, and then my eyes were shut, and I heard a thump sound, and I heard after the second one, that's when I peeked with my eyes open, and I looked over and I seen Martin was punching Mr. Nichols.
Did you see what Mr. Bean and Mr. Smith were doing?
They were just holding his hand on my arm.
Was Tyre standing?
Yes, he's standing at this point, yes.
Was Mr. Bean on one hand and Mr. Smith on the other?
Yes.
And Mr. Martin was hit
Yes.
hard?
Yes. And after I peeked and looked, I was wondering, so why is he punching me? And then I didn't want to look no more because it didn't look good. And
You said don't look good, what do you mean?
the way how he was punching Mr. Nichols.
Looked like it wasn't ready.
Correct.
Looked like it could really hurt.
Correct.
He looked like he was dying.
Did he make any threats to you?
No, I don't recall no threats.
We heard you said something about, I'm gonna F in Baton. Is that correct?
Yes.
Did you hear anybody else there make any threats?
No, I can't recall. Right now.
Did you ever hear anybody there say hit him?
When I watched the video, that's when I heard the hit him.
And we're gonna watch the videos, so that's probably the appropriate time, I guess, for me to ask you about that.
Okay.
Okay. Mr. Martin's hit Mr. Bean Smith at his side. What happens next?
I believe after I couldn't look no more, and then after that, I believe that's when he was taken into custody.
Now, you're not a small man. Would you agree with me?
I agree.
Is Mr. Martin bigger than you?
Just taller.
Just taller.
Dude, how was you chasing somebody? Ooh.
Officer or anybody?
Anybody?
Mr. Nichols?
Mr. Nichols. Did you ever see Mr. Nichols throw a punch?
No.
Did you ever
Y'all
see
know I
Mr.
like
Nichols
Hagen.
try to karate kick anybody?
No.
Did you ever see Mr. Nichols produce a weapon?
No.
It was just over.
You said
Oh, wow.
that what you saw Mr. Martin doing with Mr. Bean and Mr. Smith at his side, when you said it was wrong, well, you're doing something wrong right then too, aren't you?
Yes.
What's your duty as a police officer when you see something like that?
Stop Mr. Martin.
You gotta try to stop it, don't you?
Yeah.
You take an oath to be a police officer, don't you?
Yes.
You understand that you
They all failed in their duty.
Yes.
even if
and they
you
oath.
need to intervene with your fellow officers when you see excessive force. Is that right?
Yes.
Each and every one of you officers out there had a duty to intervene, didn't you?
Yes.
Did you ever say, stop?
No.
Do you regret that?
Yes.
Did you ever try to get yourself in between Mr. Martin and Tyre and, whoa, we got this, we got this, we got this. You ever try to do that?
No.
No.
Do you regret that?
Yes.
Did you ever see Mr. Bean or Mr. Smith? We got this. We got this. Stop.
No.
Did you ever see any of those officers out there do that?
No.
Instead, you just kept going.
Yes.
You said he was taken into custody. You meant that he was brought to the ground?
That he had both handcuffs on.
this point, a bunch of people on top of him?
No, I don't have to see the video again, but I don't recall.
Or do you remember how many people were physically, taking him into custody at that time?
No, I don't.
Did you ever physically touch Tyre Nichols?
Yes, I did.
When did you touch him?
When I used the baton.
I got that. So when you struck him with a baton 3 times, but did you ever handle him?
No.
Did you ever hold him up?
No.
Did you ever press him down on the ground?
No.
But you batoned him 3 times.
Yes.
After he is, I'm going to use your phrase, taken into custody, okay? Did you see Defendant Haley arrive?
I saw him arrive when I watched my camera.
Okay, so at that time, you do not remember seeing Defendant Haley?
No.
But later, when you watch your body worn camera, you see Defendant Haley?
Yes.
We will watch it. At the appropriate time, I'll ask you about that. Okay? Tell me what happens next.
So after he was taken in custody, he was propped up against someone's car, tire, and then the fire department arrived, and they were there.
Hey, Trace said they all did it together
Someone,
while he's trying to separate himself. Oh no, he not trying to separate himself.
they were there.
They trying to separate themselves from him.
Around.
He has already pled guilty.
I said, hey, like, look at him. And then I believe Smith said to the fire department, he said, bag him.
Does that mean something about like oxygen, did oxygen to him or something?
I don't know what it means. I just know Smith went to the EMT or parent school, something, but he did that. So
You're welcome.
I would say that Smith
He
would
pled
know
guilty
what
and Emmett.
EMT parents should do than I would do.
Gotcha. While paramedics doing whatever they're doing, we'll see it for ourselves. On the video,
That's why the other guy's attorneys are cross-examining him, trying to trip him up.
Man, look at his head. He got hit a lot, really hard in his head.
No, I didn't tell the paramedics anything.
Nobody really, Smith did though, but
What happens?
they really didn't render aid.
At the car on the ground.
And they all are trying to say that they didn't know that Emmett had kicked him, but that's not true. In the head.
Working on him, like they're doing their paramedic stuff with him, and we find out he's going to be transported to the hospital. Our lieutenant made scene.
Is his name
Dwayne Smith.
Now, while this paramedic stuff is going on with Mr. Nichols,
And he didn't ask the right questions either.
conversations with these defendants, with Defendant Martin, and with Defendant Smith, and Defendant Dean, and Defendant Haley.
Yes.
What's the substance of those conversations?
I kept asking Martin what happened, like why you stopped him, and how do we get over here, how do we get to this, because I was in disbelief on how this Nichols looked. Normally as a police officer, I respond if someone looks like that. I've never been part of something when someone looks like that. So I kept asking Martin over and over.
How to get to this?
Yes, how to get to this, why he stopped him, what did he do, what did he have. I kept asking him.
Well, you had part of the answer of how it got to this, like this, is your anger.
Yes.
At some point in these conversations, we'll watch it on the body cam, so I'm not going to ask you exactly what everybody said, okay?
Woo.
But did some of these defendants make statements about hitting Mr. Nichols?
Yes.
They was bragging.
Did they make statements about everybody was rocking them or whatever?
Yes. When I listen to the video, I can tell you better.
Is there a point in the video where we're going to see one of the defendants, and we'll have you describe it when we see it, makes a motion about taking your body camera off?
Yes.
What is that about?
That was Martin. He was telling me to take the camera off because he wanted to tell me something so the camera wouldn't catch it.
And we'll be able to see that on the body cam, is that right?
Yes.
Mr. Nichols is against
Ooh-wee.
his car.
He was going to tell him that it was an unlawful stop, that the men ain't done nothing.
Mr. Nichols
Just
ultimately transported away.
went ugly.
Yes, yes.
Tell me about that.
He went to the hospital. Me and Bean went with him. Bean was riding in the ambulance and I was following behind. We got to the hospital and
When you were following the ambulance, were you aware of how critical Mr. Nichols' condition was?
yes, I called Bean as we were driving and he said they were performing CPR.
As in, his heart stopped.
Well, if that's for CPR, yes.
Oh, wow. It's cardiac.
Do you want Mr. Nichols to die?
No, I do not. I did not.
That'd be real bad. Is that right?
Correct.
You're following to the hospital, being riding in the ambulance. What happens?
Get to the hospital, and then they bring him inside of one of the rooms, and the doctors and nurses, they're working on him, and me and Bean was sitting outside the room.
Y'all actually go into the hospital.
Yes.
How long do you stay in the hospital?
We were there for a long time. I believe a long time, yeah.
Did y'all leave that night?
Yes.
When y'all left, was Mr. Nichols still alive?
Yes.
When you left, do you have conversations with Mr. Bean?
Excuse me.
I don't think we said too much with Ryan Carr, but we was.
Didn't interrupt you. Said-
Okay, y'all, I'm gonna need for y'all to hit the like button.
More so.
It was quiet.
Yeah.
Probably pretty sober.
I cried for the young man. Yeah,
Did you have
he
a
didn't deserve that
conversation
at all.
Night with Mr. Haley.
All he was trying to do was get
How did
home.
that conversation happen?
When I was leaving the hospital, Mr. Haley kept calling my phone, and when I spoke with him, he asked me if I seen him on my body camera doing anything.
Mr. Haley asked you if
Demetrius.
you could see your body cam and see whether or not Mr. Haley was doing it.
Yes.
Okay.
And then that's when I watched it real quick to see where he's on there, and I told him to only see him running up on my body camera when I was walking away.
And did Mr. Haley at that point make any statement to you about kicking Mr. Nichols?
No.
Could you see Mr. Haley on your body cam kick Mr. Nichols?
No.
When did you become aware that Mr. Haley had kicked Mr. Nichols?
When I think it was at the internal affairs interview.
Y'all have to speak with internal affairs, is that right?
Yes.
Y'all have to fill out forms about like what type of physical contact you had with Mr. Nichols, is that right?
Yes.
And do y'all do those things that night?
Yes.
And that night, do you tell the truth and say, I batoned Mr. Nichols for no reason other than I was angry?
No.
Do you tell the truth and say, while Bean and Smith stood at his arms, Mr. Martin punched him and punched him and punched him, and I could hear the thuds, and I thought this was wrong?
No.
Did you tell him that I, just
Woo.
like everybody else there, had a duty to intervene, but we didn't do it? Yeah.
You can ask this question on what he said that night.
What did you tell him?
Well, the blue team was formed, like I said.
You call it the blue team, is that right?
Yeah, so when you use use of force, the form name is called blue team. And on the blue team, I put the use of force that I use. You put what you use. I did what I did.
And you didn't put that other stuff?
No, I didn't put none. No, I didn't put what I saw.
Do you even make a comment at some point that this was all by the book?
Yes, I said that on the scene. My lieutenant Nick arrived.
And is that a truthful statement or an
No.
untruthful statement?
Untruthful statement.
Why would you make an untruthful statement about what y'all did that night?
It was just trying to.
Cover your tracks.
I knew it was a bad situation. I'm just trying to make it seem better.
Are you trying to get yourself out of trouble?
Yes.
Are you trying to keep your fellow police officers out of trouble?
Yes.
More so me.
Or so you...
More so me.
Did you know how bad it was yet?
Yeah.
I knew it was real bad when we was out there.
You saw him. Shit.
I was praying for him when I was out there. I knew that.
He knew it was bad when he saw him.
Camera video yet?
No, not to come back to the office.
We've mentioned Mr. Haley a couple times. Can you point him out in the courtroom and tell us where he's seated?
Will that be C4?
C4, okay. So Mr. Smith, Mr. Bean, and then Mr. Haley, is that correct?
Yes.
The record could reflect that identified Mr. Haley.
Oh, he got a fro.
Or at some point, did you find out the TBI was investigating this matter?
Yes.
And were y'all asked to come have pictures taken of y'all that night?
Yes.
And we'll do these one by one. Tell me who is this?
This is me?
And is that what you're wearing that night?
Yes, it was.
All right, that can be marked as say-sex on these, isn't it?
They knew their ass was in trouble that night. They got them coming down taking pictures.
There's nothing that obviously council's seen these pictures. These are just pictures of them that night. If we could just go ahead and publish them while we go, Judge. That's just the truth. Tell me who's in this next picture.
This is Bean.
Is that marked as say-sex on the exhibit?
Oh, that's Mims. That's him. I'm finna say that don't look like Bean. That's Bean.
Martin.
Next on the exhibit.
This the one they said did the most damage. This the one who did the illegal stop on him in the first place. Martin Emmett.
Haley.
He pled guilty too. He pled guilty first. Haley, Demetrius Haley.
This is a set of 2 photographs. The second photograph is of this defendant's shoes. It is not alleged this defendant kicked the victim, but the shoes are very distinctive on the video and make it easy to follow this defendant on the video.
You guys will stipulate those are Justin Smith's shoes.
Smith.
I think Smith gonna get the less time.
Should be 2-page Mr. Smith.
Oh, I take that back. I didn't know he kicked or something. He did something too. Oh, excuse me. Some big old feet. If y'all don't get the likes up, I'm gonna go ahead and end and get back over to my Carmelo Anthony stuff.
Exactly, it goes all the way through. I can give Mr. Mills his pen and just have him write their names on each picture.
If y'all don't want to leave, if y'all don't want to hit the like button to support the platform, let me know, and I can go back to what I do on the regular. I cried. Oh Lord, this is sad. Thank you, Tracy.
While we're waiting, there's one more. We're gonna watch some body cam later of the stop. Tell me who this officer is.
I like Hageman.
Hemphill.
Yo, stop playing. Y'all hit the like button. She giving it all she got. Thank you. Money 54. Oh, that's that Hemphill guy. Now, I will say this. I meant to say earlier, I was working. He made sure he said, I hope they beat the hell out of him. He didn't want to be caught hitting and beating, but he sure wanted them brothers to do the dirty work for him. Ain't that nothing? He didn't get charged, but he was sure he didn't render aid, and he wanted them to beat him. That's messed up. He did. He was in on it, but he didn't want to do the dirty work. Messed up. Of course, he's white. Yeah. See how that goes? That's about the same thing about Carmelo Anthony. You know, with what went down today, and the black and the whiteness of it all. But they say it's not a race thing. Okay, y'all say so. I guess they say let the brothers, do what they gonna do. We gonna sit back and let them send their ass up the river, up the creek, whatever. And the judge just looking. What are you looking at? What is he signing?
Understood, Your Honor. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't speak.
Oh, probably their pictures, okay. Are they names on the pictures? Identifying them?
I'll pass you this and ask you if you recognize this.
Oh, I know I know they hate
Yes.
all of that. But they thought that they could get away with any and everything because they was a Scorpion unit.
They finished?
That's a map, is that right?
Yes.
And on it, you can see the location where there was a traffic stop, is that right?
Yes.
And is that Ross and Reigns?
Yes.
That's where you drove in response to this call about a man had been tased and pepper sprayed.
Yes.
And you were directed to go a certain direction, is that right?
Yes.
And is that the neighborhood? And that neighborhood's pictured on the map, is that right?
Yes.
The location where this crime happened, is that correct?
Yes.
And then there's another house.
What happened to the
On that
daughter?
map, it's also on Castle
The
Gate,
show
is that
will
right?
come to life, baby.
Yes.
What is that house that's on Castle Gate? What is that location?
Mr. Nichols' house?
Mr. Nichols' house. And did you have occasion to go to Mr. Nichols' house that night?
Yes, I did.
They went to that house and lied. Ooh.
And my attorney made the scene.
Hey, Floyd Stevens.
Mr. Nichols is
What'd he
against
do?
the car laying on the ground, is that right?
Yes.
There's paramedics, is that right?
Yes.
Y'all are discussing things with each other, is that right?
Yes.
Your lieutenant makes the scene eventually, is that correct?
Yes.
And do you and your lieutenant go anywhere briefly?
Yes.
Where do y'all go?
To Mr. Nichols' house?
And was it a short walk?
Yes.
He was trying to make it home.
Speak to anybody there?
Yes.
Was that Mr. Nichols' mom?
Yes.
And they lied to that
Was
lady.
it you or Mr. Lieutenant Smith who's actually speaking with?
Lieutenant Smith?
Were you sort of hanging in the back a bit?
Yes.
We can have that marked as states next time.
Ooh.
No, I think we can really show this one on the projector.
Show the aerial photo as exhibit 11.
Thank you.
It's just not.
All right, what area of town is this, Detective Mills?
East Memphis?
All right, and this is East Memphis, we call the general sort of area Hickory Hill, is that right?
Yes.
And I guess it's obvious, but this is just for the record. Is this in Memphis, Tennessee,
Yes.
and in Shelby County, Tennessee?
Yes.
All these locations that we're talking about where the incident occurred are in Memphis and Shelby County, Tennessee?
Yes.
Ross and Reigns, is visit these two fairly major streets?
Yes.
And what occurs at that location?
A traffic stop.
Okay. So this is initial traffic stop here. And let's ignore this for the time being. The location here says Castlegate and Bear Creek, is that correct?
Yes.
What happens there?
That's when I became involved.
That's when you became involved?
Yes.
Is that the location where Mr. Nichols was?
Yes.
And then just shortly down from that is 6743 Castlegate Lane, is that correct?
Yes.
And what's that location?
That's his house.
And that is a very short walk, it seems, is that right?
Yes.
All of these locations, are they within less than a mile of each other?
Yes.
So we're talking short distances here.
Yes. Yes.
We skipped for the time being, but let's, I have told you that there is a second pole camera in this neighborhood. Is that second skycop camera in this neighborhood, is that correct?
Yes.
And it is here in 6705 Ross Ridge. And we'll watch some quick pole cam video of that hearing. There's also a camera symbol where you said the incident occurred, where Mr. Nichols was beaten. That's because there's a skycop camera there. And we'll watch, obviously, that video again here shortly. We're going to start with one of the pre-edited videos, Your Honor, the video of the traffic stop at Ross and Reagan's.
Y'all, can we move past this part, or y'all want to see this? Or y'all want to hear the cross-examination?
Let's see, so can I have the attorney's proof?
Yeah, I'm gonna move. Ooh. Hold on. Yeah, I don't want to see the beating stuff.
For the paramedics or no?
No, I think it's, I don't know.
Fair. Who is that?
Lieutenant Smith.
They lying to him.
That's Haley.
He was going for the gun.
Rewind that. Excuse me, rewind it, please, a little bit. Just.
He looked like, ooh. They don't look like their eyes burning to me.
Who said that? Did you hear that?
But,
Dean was rocking.
that was Smith.
Yeah, I was asking the answer. His narration is going over and over. And I don't have an issue with the question. We're going to play the video as well. But he's narrator trying to get to leading, he's leading him to the answers that he wants out of him. The witness has indicated an answer to all these questions twice now.
Actually, wasn't asked how to list.
Specifically, Your Honor, the caption, the word said was about haymakers, and it what looks like to be being said he's eating them. That's the third time we've watched it in the last 45 seconds. I don't know how to read myself, but if one didn't know that, we would actually think this is just one big long conversation. So it goes to the ask and answer objection. I've heard the same clip 3 times now in the last 45 seconds.
If we're going over new information, I'll allow you to go over new information, but if we can just make sure we're going over new information.
It was a witness who wanted to ask you a question.
Everybody got sprayed.
That was Haley.
He was going for my gun too.
And who just said that?
The swung and hit me part?
Yeah.
That was Martin.
Lying.
Who says that?
Haley.
So that's the one that wasn't even supposed to be at work that day. He had twisted his ankle the day before. No, that's Smith. No. And they just sitting there looking at him. He looking like, oh, I hope y'all story add up. Ooh, I hope y'all story add up. Ooh, I hope y'all story add up. It ain't looking good. Just people just be lying. Ugh. Haley, lying. Just making up a whole story.
Who's not talking?
Haley.
Judge,
Ooh.
I'm just thinking about the record in the future. This video is asking who's saying what as a timestamp on it. And when you read a transcript of this, the question's going to be, who said that? And there's going to be the name answer, generally, or I don't know. But there's no timestamp. Nobody reading the transcript will be able to know what they're talking about. And I would ask that when someone's questioned about the videotape, that the timestamp be mentioned and included in the question.
If you can include that, Mr. Henry.
For the record, those.
Well, we know that's Haley's attorney.
It's connected, right? Oh, they got water hose, man.
I gotta have my kids for like the house is split up for them, mom, there's
The guy driving on some traffic and stuff and fighting. Yes, man, we take them all down there.
just know it's, wow. So, sorry, where is it?
Oh, he's up there, man.
It's Walter.
You know, he's driving on some traffic.
Oh my God.
Who's that talking to the woman there?
That's me.
And what did you say to her?
That he was driving to oncoming traffic.
Did you see that?
No, I was going off what Martin told me.
Timestamp is 20:46:53.
Oh, yeah, right? It's tired of somewhere?
Right there, like,
Thank you very much. No, we just see the ride. Hey, Martin. 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 Okay.
Justin Martin.
Where's the timestamp on it?
20:49:15:42. The camera now is 20, 49, 15, 6, 6, and who's picture? Mr. Mills?
That's Martin.
That's Martin. What did Mr. Martin just do?
He signaled to me to take off my camera and come talk to him.
What was that signal?
Just pointing to his body, where the body camera would be.
Okay.
And just
So what does signal mean?
take it off. I got something to tell you.
To take your body camera on?
Yes.
And that timestamp is 20:50:00. What did he tell you?
That conversation, I kept asking him what happened on the traffic stop, why you stopping, did you find anything, and how we get here.
Show
How we
up
get
to
where we at
the
right at
same
that time.
field. They can tell. They've done this before. Paramedics just as guilty. Yeah, Tracy, I feel they wasn't their first time. Oh, stop playing no man.
How they got there in terms of him hitting Tyre?
He said that he told me the traffic stop.
They have the nerve to have a white
He
Tracy.
stopped him. Got the cars fighting him. He told me he put on his gun.
Oh, he being truthful now. Well, it's
All
much.
three, him, Haley,
It's possible because he got a plea.
Mr. Nichols pushed him off of them and took off running. He told me it was pepper sprayed and tased.
Oh, they lying. They lying about all of
What
what
happened?
Tyree did.
No,
Custody.
no. Everything he was telling me from the original.
Stop playing, send 136, send a cash out. Please, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm with you and can relate to all that, Tracy. I knew that baby wasn't right around the corner. Being done like that broke my heart. Yeah. It was horrible. Justice, full justice for Tyre. Full justice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get ready to go. They playing with the lights and I gotta get ready for Carmelo Anthony. What time is that live? Full. And I do mean full. Ooh, baby, if he don't look like Humpty Dumpty. Ooh. Okay, Amy, thank you for covering this for us. I appreciate you. Welcome. What time did I schedule for Tyre? They saying hell. $7:30. Come join me, Tracy. It's 7:30 when I go live now. It's gonna be quite interesting. Interesting. I'm gonna see what they say. Woo-hoo, baby, how they gonna justify that? Oh, my birthday tomorrow, girl. I'm getting grown. Happy early birthday to you. Happy early birthday to you. Happy early birthday, Tracy Brunner. Happy early birthday to. It's somebody's birthday. It's somebody's birthday. Happy early birthday. They over there just conversating. So I thought they rode to the hospital with him. How? Y'all over there talking. So he's still sitting on the side.
Whose voice was that at 2054 asking, you all right?
No, Smith.
Is he all right? So all that time, he just sitting over there.
Who says that at 2056-41 his oxygen may be low?
Smith.
You okay? Y'all hear that? Oh my God. After y'all just done beat him, kicked him. You okay? Wow.
At this point, do you walk away with Lieutenant Smith to go to the mother's house?
Yes.
I'm just looking at this.
They can walk to the mother's house. They can walk to the mother's house, y'all. They walking to the mother's house. Oh, wow.
Record, that's where we'll stop Mr. Mills's body worn camera.
Ooh-wee.
Next, Mr. Mills is, I'm going to try not to ask any questions during this one and just let it play. This will be your body worn camera audio synced up with the poll camera. Okay, so will actually be able to see for the first time and hear the incident in Cascade.
Okay.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Hey, Clarinetta. Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, he was hoping his mama could hear him. Oh, Lord. Y'all know this don't make no sense. And for the ones who haven't pled guilty with all of this, I'm not showing y'all. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, he just walked up and kicked him for nothing. And he was down. Lord. Oh. Kicked him again. Oh, Lord. The devil. That's just the devil. Now he got the baton. Oh, hitting him. Oh, Lord. No. I mean, how can all of that and you expect for somebody to obey and understand even understand what you're saying? Oh my God. Oh my. Every last one of them, even the one that I thought that didn't do as much, every last one of them need to be under the jail for life. They did this before they enjoyed doing that. They did this before they act like they ain't never really had one like this. It took how many of them? Oh my God. Oh my God. And then they just run up and start putting their feet on him, kicking him. He already down. They just calling out commands and shit, like they just doing it for the audio. The man is already down. They done picked him up, did everything to him, and they calling out commands. I mean, absolutely full justice. Listen, I know he took a plea. I know he telling on the other cats, baby, but I still feel like after this, oh my God. This is horrible. This is horrible. Now they tired. Y'all tired for beating a guy that was already down. Yeah, what you tired for? And you still picking him up. You still, he handcuffed. Y'all still. Now,
Something down at 2038, 13.
I mean, it's almost like at this point, the ones who haven't pled guilty need to just say, yeah, listen.
2 and then 1 real short video lecture on it. We're gonna watch next Beans, Lieutenant Beans, body worn camera.
Beans. Yeah, because he want to act like he ain't done nothing. I don't want to be tried with them. I ain't do nothing. That's on them. Ain't that Beans' song? It's on, his song. It's on me. It's on them.
To remind the jury, who is Bean in the car with?
Me.
So the one that done pled guilty was in the car with one who act like he ain't do nothing wrong. Bean. Where is Bean? Oh, the one on the end. Yeah, that one. With the funny nose. He ain't done nothing. I ain't done nothing.
Stop it here at 2033:55. As the camera remains on the ground, we're going to fast forward it to 2039.
To see our own do this hurt. You ain't never lied, Tracy. You ain't never lied. Ain't nobody did no picket, no nothing. Mm-mm. 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 Like they done something. Like they done something. Like they deserve an award. I mean, they ain't no different than the criminals on the street. Come on, he high as a kite. That's, just making up stuff. Oh my God. Systematic corruption at this. Oh, you ain't never lied, Tracy. Just making up stuff. Oh my God. Oh my God.
This is 2042-17. Since we played yours synced with the actual incident, we'll play Mr. Bean synced with the actual incident.
Could y'all imagine his family coming outside? Maybe they could have saved them. That's why he was calling out for his mom. That's why he was crying out for his mom. Oh yeah, you know, I showed that fight when the people was fighting the police the other day at that school. Let me tell you something. If that was my family and I walked back and they was doing that, we'd have all had to get beat, cause I'd have been fighting. Ain't nothing they could have did or said to me to stop me from. So y'all not gonna get the likes up? Y'all not gonna hit the like button?